Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan has recently come out once again and expressed his disdain for Bitcoin. In a recent interview, he called Bitcoin worthless and even compared it to smoking cigarettes in kind of an odd little rant. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. I thought we would take a brief break from the supply chains are collapsing, labor shortages, the country is coming apart at the seams. I thought we'd take a break from those stories for today and talk a little bit about crypto. So Bitcoin is up big, Ethereum's up. Yesterday, which was kind of odd, Bitcoin and Ethereum were both up pretty big, but unlike what usually happens, which is where altcoins follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, most altcoins kind of lagged behind. Looking at the charts today, pretty much the whole market is slightly in red as of this morning. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this Jamie Dimon story. Before we get into that, today's video is sponsored by Voyager, the cryptocurrency trading app, making crypto simple. This app is a phone app, although they are going to be rolling out a computer site or a site that you can access from your PC. On Voyager, you can trade over 60 different currencies, including a lot of smaller cap or more obscure cryptocurrencies that you can't necessarily trade on a site like Coinbase. They have Shiba Inu, they have Dogecoin, they have Chili's, StormX, a lot of these more obscure currencies that you can't get on, a Gemini or a Coinbase, they do have. And you can actually earn rewards on over 30 plus cryptocurrencies. On Polkadot right now, they're paying 12%, USDC 9%, Bitcoin I think is 5.75 or 5.8%, Ethereum is like 4.6%. So turn your crypto into passive income with Voyager, and you'll also get $25 in free Bitcoin just for signing up. I'll link to Voyager down below. If you guys are into like platform plays, you might want to look into Voyager and their VGX token, Crypto.com and their CRO token. And I have a lot of promise for those. Binance or BNB token, I'm a holder of it. I've always been a big fan of it, but that, Binance and the Binance Smart Chain seems to be losing a little bit of steam. The recent PancakeSwap NFT rollout was kind of a flop. And then KuCoin, I was kind of bullish on their platform token. I do love KuCoin. I've been trading on KuCoin a lot lately. I love the platform, but KuCoin seems to be kind of losing out to some of the other exchanges, and I'm not nearly as bullish on their coin as I was. But let's get into this article today. So Jamie Dimon, if we can say one thing about him, he has always been consistent. He has never been a fan of Bitcoin. I think pretty much since 2017, if not earlier, he was calling Bitcoin a fraud, a Ponzi scheme. He said it was garbage. He said it was worthless. And he's never really changed his tune. Now, JP Morgan, Chase, the financial institution, in recent years has started allowing their clients to buy Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But Jamie Dimon has never swayed from his stance that he hates Bitcoin. But in this recent exchange, he kind of said, they kind of asked him about Bitcoin. And I do think the timing is interesting, right? So Bitcoin right now is sitting at a little over 57,000. It's recently topped its 5-month high from back in March. We're only about 11% off of the all-time high of Bitcoin. And so the timing is interesting, right? Like, is Jamie Dimon, and I don't know if he actually thinks that he has any influence, but is he trying to kind of tamper down some of the interest or some of the excitement about cryptocurrency by calling it a fraud so that the price will go down and, JP Morgan Chase can buy more Bitcoin? That's very possible. So we're going to hop into this article from CNBC. Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is worthless. And this exchange is kind of funny. He's like, they ask him about Bitcoin. He's like, I don't like Bitcoin. It's worthless. It's, it's like smoking cigarettes. He kind of had a Joe Biden moment. He's like, it's like smoking cigarettes. But then he never really wrapped up that point. I think what he's trying to say is adults can make their own decisions. I don't smoke cigarettes, but adults smoke cigarettes, and more power to them. But he basically said, I don't like Bitcoin. Our clients want it. We'll provide a clean, easy way for them to access it or buy it or invest in it, but I'm just not a believer in it. So at the very least, I will say at least Jamie Dimon isn't gatekeeping like he was before. He's not going to say, we're not going to provide this asset class to our clients. I don't believe in it, but if our clients want to buy it, so be it. Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is worthless. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan Chase chairman and CEO, isn't a fan of Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market value. I personally think that Bitcoin is worthless, Dimon said during an Institute of International Finance event on Monday, CNBC Pro reported. But I don't want to be a spokesman. I don't care. It makes no difference to me, he said. Our clients are adults. They disagree. That's what makes markets. So if they want to have access to buy yourself Bitcoin, we can't custody it, but we can give them a legitimate, as clean as possible access. He's held true to that statement. In February 2019, JP Morgan said it would roll out a digital currency called JP Coin. And in October 2020, the firm created a new unit for blockchain projects. In August, it started giving its wealth management clients access to crypto funds, CNBC reported. For his part, however, Dimon has held firm in his anti-crypto outlook. Recently, he told Axios CEO Jim Vandehei that Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, and although he thinks Bitcoin will be around in the long term, I've always believed it'll be made illegal someplace like China made it illegal, so I think it's a bit of a fool's gold. Dimon also told Vandehei that he thinks regulators are going to regulate the hell out of it. He may be right. Recently, the U.S. government has heightened its focus on regulating cryptocurrency markets. On Friday, Bloomberg reported that the Biden administration is weighing an executive order, and that's how Biden kind of legislates, right? Like, I can't get an eviction moratorium in, executive order. I can't mandate vaccines, executive order, right? He likes to legislate by executive order. The Biden administration is weighing an executive order that would direct federal agencies to study and offer recommendations on the crypto market. However, though increased regulation may happen, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell clarified at the end of September that he had no intention to ban Bitcoin in the U.S., not that they could. Some financial experts contend that a well-thought-out regulation would be beneficial in the U.S. If people want crypto to become a mainstream asset, then I think regulation is a necessary first step. And Jari Jariwala, certified financial planner and certified public accountant, and founder of Fit Advisors, previously told CNBC Make It. However, cryptocurrency supporters are wary of further regulation. They worry that certain regulatory framework may stifle crypto innovation in the U.S. and push business overseas. Bitcoin is currently trading at around $57,501 according to CoinMarketCap, with a market value of more than $1 trillion. And if we go look at the prices for the day, Bitcoin, it actually, right before I started this video, Bitcoin was at like $57,035. Looks like Bitcoin has dropped to $56,946. Ethereum's down a little over 4% on the day at 3,400. Cardano's down 5.81% to 208. Binance Coin down, XRP down. XRP was actually up fairly big yesterday on some good news about their pending lawsuit with the SEC. But overall, as you can see, markets are a bit down today. Here's one thing that's kind of interesting about JP Morgan, Chase, Jamie Dimon. So even though JP Dimon has always called Bitcoin a scam or a Ponzi scheme, JP Morgan in recent months has actually put out price targets of upwards of $146,000 by next year. And here's another thing, right? Like, I think a lot of people think that large banking institutions, financial institutions are against crypto. Like any other industry, people tend to like to keep the status quo around. But make no mistake that JP Morgan, PayPal, big banks, big finance, they're all working in the background to get ready for crypto. It's kind of like the oil industry, right? If you look at a company like Exxon or Chevron, their moneymaker is oil and gas. They want oil and gas to stay around as long as possible, but they are investing in solar energy, wind energy. Ultimately, first and foremost, they're an energy company, and if oil and gas stops being the energy source of choice, they want to have their foot in doing other things. Same thing with the tobacco industry, right? Like, smoking has been on a decline. Smoking has continued to become more regulated, but you have companies like Philip Morris or Altria getting into the vape space. They're trying to get into the marijuana space. They're buying up marijuana companies. So they're always looking to the horizon as to what's next. Yeah, they want the status quo to remain in place as long as possible because that's their moneymaker. That's what's already set up and established. But, as things change, as the world changes, they want to be, kind of the leader in whatever the next big thing kind of in their industry is. So banks are no different, even though they want the current banking system to remain in place as long as possible. They are working on crypto projects as well. So that's kind of all I got for you guys today. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. I know this isn't really news. For years, Jamie Dimon has been against Bitcoin and has shown his disdain for Bitcoin, and this is nothing different. But it seems like whenever crypto starts hitting all-time high prices again, then the media kind of picks up interest and starts interviewing people like Jamie Dimon. Again, this video is sponsored by Voyager. If you want to sign up for a Voyager account and get $25 in free Bitcoin, link down below. I'll also link to this article from CNBC below as well. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.